Or are we live? Or are we good? Are we going? Oh, yeah, we're live. Hello, guys. Aloha. So yes, the final polls do close in, what is it, in half an hour? So we'll be counting down till the polls close. We'll be reviewing some exit polls. We're going to be joining some calls with some of my friends as well. Don't mind what they say, but yeah, so we're going to be reviewing some exit polls, some polls throughout the whole race. You know, we're going to just be reviewing everything. And yeah, let's see how good everything goes. So yes, I am doing coverage. You're on live. You're live. Okay. So let's just look at the start. Let's look at the Wikipedia page. So of course, if you don't know, it's Roy Moore against Doug Jones. Of course, Roy Moore, famous for his charges, his accusations, actually, I should say, against them for sexual assault. And this seat, yes, was Jeff Sessions' seat in Alabama. But yes, so first of all, yep. So yes, this election started because, as it says here, Senator Sessions was nominated to be the Attorney General. And then yeah, so after this, Luther Strange was appointed. Yeah, and so he was appointed. Roy Moore, which was a judge from the Alabama Supreme Court, also ran. He as we know, he beat Roy Moore beat Luther Strange pretty handily. And just saying, when the polls do close, I already have the map here. Doug Jones, Roy Moore, total write-ins. We'll see the map fill in. We'll see the counties. We'll watch them. And so, as we know, yeah. And then, as we know also, so now the Democrats, well, actually, let's see the polling before. Roy Moore was leading in every poll. That was basically conducted. He was leading in every poll, even from the start. But yeah, so hypothetical polling. Let's see what they had. He was easily defeating Mo Brooks, I guess you could say. But yeah, as you see, this was the final totals. Roy Moore easily defeated Luther Strange. So, and then the Democratic primary was Doug Jones, mainly against Robert Kennedy Jr. But surprisingly, it was expected to go to a runoff. Actually, it was Doug Jones 40, and Robert Kennedy 23. But then yeah, out of nowhere, Doug Jones just gets 66%, and he just out of nowhere gets 66% and blows everyone out, and no runoff actually happens because of the margin that he won. He got more than 50% needed. He got bigger of a majority than he needed to not go through to a runoff. But so, as we know, 4 women, as it says here, accused Roy Moore of sexually assaulting them. Unfortunately, yeah, as we know, there was outreach throughout the whole party. A lot of people, big people, withdrew their endorsements. And yeah, well, by that time it was already too late to remove him from the yeah, it was too late to remove him from the ballot, so they had to go with him unless they wanted Doug Jones to win that seat. And as of now, basically every not big, but we have prediction sites, as you see, Cook Political Report, Sabathos Crystal Ball, Rothenberg Political Report. They all showed as toss-up. And now, if you see at the beginning, this was all of the polls showed Roy Moore in the lead, and then here, November 9 through November 11. Once the sexual assault allegations came out, Doug Jones took the lead, and it just went back and forth. And then there was a good amount of few days and polls that showed him ahead. But then it's just back and forth until the final polls. This final poll, Monmouth University, sorry if I mispronounced that, but it was a dead tie. Then Emerson College showed Roy Moore ahead, handily. Then it showed Fox News, which some people say are a bit biased towards Doug Jones this time. Showed him ahead by 10 points with 8% undecided. Then SurveyMonkey, which some of you know, showed him ahead 2 points. And now that was a poll that ended today. And then the last poll that's been shown shows Roy Moore up 6 points. So I just want to show you, that's the actual poll site. But if we look up on RCP, Real Clear Politics, they'll show you the actual averages. And so I'm pretty sure they have it Roy Moore plus, I think he's leading an average of 1 point. Nice. So guys, just saying, if you're watching, I'll join the call in a bit. Let's see, polls. Let's try and find the polls. Over here. If these ads weren't appearing, I could. Alabama Senate. So, as of now, 20 minutes left. Okay, and hello Jackson. Thank you for watching. So we'll join the call with our friends soon. So yo, John, watch me. John, watch me. Okay, but see, they show Roy Moore up 2 points. But there is an average of about, I'm pretty sure, 5% undecided. 46 to 48, yeah, that's 6 points. Unless I can't count. Yeah, that is 6 points. So basically, as of now, there is a good amount of undecided vote. But if we look at some exit polls, the exit polls show Doug Jones overperforming what a lot of people showed. The African American vote came out to vote. If we look, I forget which one it was. I think it was CBS that showed. It showed. Yes, here it is. So it showed who decided. When did you decide for who to vote? It shows November or later, or before that. And if you notice, a lot of this 39% is probably because of the sexual allegations. And of course, that 1% is that undecided, probably. The 60% are either committed supporters to both sides. Then look, these are what both sides of voters believe. The allegations against Roy Moore, overwhelmingly,
there's no one who's had a tougher life than Agent Gibbs. We all rely on him so much.
You did a good thing.
Sorry.
Good work. Requires good people.
Please ignore that. Sorry, but overwhelmingly, the Doug Jones voters say, the allegations against him are true, and of course, the more 8% of the more voters do say they're true. Then of course 86% of more voters say it's not true. 4% of Jones voters say it's not true. And now in a lot of these elections, they're starting to do the Trump factor, which is basically how people are voting based on Trump. Yes, as we know, President Trump is supporting Roy Moore. He wasn't, but now that they basically have no choice, they're supporting him. 2% of Doug Jones voters show that they voted for Doug Jones to support him. Roy Moore voters, 57% voted for Roy Moore to support him. 1% only voted to oppose Trump, that voted for Roy Moore. 39% voted to oppose Trump for voting by Doug Jones, and 54 and 41% say they didn't care about Trump, that they just voted based on this election, based on everything. And yeah, here a big difference between the Doug Jones and the Roy Moore campaigns is that the Doug Jones campaign is more united. They're, as it says here, they're more strongly behind Doug Jones rather than Roy Moore. And look, it says 8 in 10 Jones voters say that they're voting strongly in favor for him. They're strongly in favor for him, compared to only half of Roy Moore voters. So now, if we look, 15 minutes remain for the last polls to close. It expects that they're at around, I think it was 6:05 that votes would start coming in. 6:15, I think. No. Well, East Coast it'd be about 8:15. West Coast over here, I'm not gonna say where I live, but yeah, about 5 p.m. over here in the West. 6 Mountain, 7 Central, and 9 Eastern. But as you see, they're saying that there's another exit poll that says that there's high turnout in Jefferson County and here in Montgomery County, along in Madison County. But yeah,